Hi, I'm Bree. I read, write, and garden, and today I'm going to tell you why I think you should read Hallie Rubenhold's latest book, Story of a Murder, which is all about the women around famous wife killer, idiot, and all around terrible person, Dr. Crippen. Now, what I love about this book and Hallie Rubenhold's last one, The Five, is the way she recontextualizes historic crimes where the focus has tended to be on the male perpetrator. The women have tended to be shunted off and sort of sidelined in the story of what happened. Rubenhold takes those women and makes them the central focus of her work and lets them be the vibrant, interesting, complex people that they were in real life. Now, Story of a Murder, as I said, is about the Crippen murder. It's about three women. So we have his first wife, Charlotte, and her own death was a bit suspicious, let's just say. So she may have been his first actual victim. We learn about Ethel, who was his employee, his secretary, and then later became his mistress, and was the reason that he ended up murdering his second wife. And Ethel was most likely involved in all of this in some way, although she sort of played the part of the innocent young woman, the victim, drawn in by this worldly man. And so she was able to sort of like slip under the net while he ended up hanging for the murder. But obviously, the real story is a lot more complex than that. And then, of course, we meet Belle Elmore, who was Crippen's second wife. She was an incredible person, as it turns out. She wasn't just a victim, she was a survivor in a lot of ways. Terrible things did happen to her. She made it through them, and she had an incredibly vibrant life of her own. She was on the stage, she was a music hall performer, and she loved that. She was very active in that, and also as a member of the Music Hall Ladies Guild, advocating for other people who were in that world. And so we get a real glimpse of the music hall world and how close knit and fascinating and multifaceted that was. She had so many different interests. She really loved fashion. She loved her garden. Oh, and she had this wide circle of really close friendships, and it was really those women who really stood up for her and advocated for her after she disappeared, and really went after the police and put a lot of pressure on them to keep investigating the case when they were just willing to kind of take Crippen's word for it that his wife had sort of just gone off to visit a relative. And so they were the reason that he was eventually brought to justice. So this is a fascinating story, not only of a particular period in time when women were starting to enter the white collar workforce and all that entailed, when the music halls were really active and all that entailed. It's also a story of all of these women, these flawed women, these interesting women, these multifaceted women, these determined women, and female friendship. And so it is an excellent story if you're interested in true crime, if you're interested in Victorian history, women's history, any of that. This is a great book. Hallie Rubenhold's Story of a Murder. Definitely add that one to your TBR. And while we're talking about TBRs, I want to hear what's on yours. What are you reading now? What are you looking forward to reading? Drop it in the comments. I'm always looking for extra suggestions, and I would love to hear from all of you. So I hope to hear from some of you, and I hope you enjoy this. And if you've read this book, then let me know what you thought about it. And in the meantime, happy reading.